now it's your turn. I think the first question is, why am I alive? Why are you alive?
With that, I didn't think too much about it, like you said, you mentioned it earlier. But just off the top of my head, I feel I definitely feel I'm here to make a difference. That's a very big, prominent feel for me. I don't know what difference and to what extent, but I do enjoy doing that when I make a difference in, even if it's the slightest, the smallest thing in somebody's life. That really does bring a lot of meaning to me. So I can only imagine that it would mean the most to me in the world, in my life, if I end up doing something that makes a huge difference in a lot of people's lives, or even if it's just one person's life. Like that alone would feel sufficient. And then what was the other question? Who would you give your life up for?
Yeah.
The obvious answer and the true answer is you.
Thanks. You're not just saying that because I said that for you.
No, that is, like, I mean, I've told you this before as well. I would happily risk my own life for yours. And to be honest, I don't think there is anybody else. I love my family and I love my friends. Even my closest friends, like, I can't imagine life without those people. And I know one day that is going to happen, whatever, whether it's me first or them first, I know that's going to happen, but I can't logically make the decision in my head to say, I'm willing to stop my own life for you to continue yours. Some people might call it selfish and whatever, but it's just, it obviously depends on your views and your perspective on life, but I just feel that you don't know what your reason and the consequences of you continuing your life will be. So I don't think you can fairly say or justify it, I'm going to stop my life for somebody else's, without knowing what the result of your continued life is going to be. If you would know, then it's going to make it harder for you to make that decision. So I think it's very hard for me to decide that. Even for you, it's a hard decision for me to say I would give my life up for you. Yeah. But it is, it's obviously because I care so much for you and I love you so much. Other than that, it's just a really difficult logical decision for me to get to.
But I feel that's fair. Like how I said earlier, it's too much of a responsibility to extend yourself beyond so many people.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're not in a war where we kind of have to say, I will give my life up for X amount of people or the entire country.
Yeah. I think, it's obviously a very difficult thing to decide. It isn't like, even me talking about it now, it's not as if I've given it days or weeks of thought and to give this answer. I'm just spitballing it. But I think it's a very complicated and a very tangled decision-making process, and it's everybody's decision, whatever it concludes to, is their own. Like, nobody can say, oh, that's not right, or you should do this and whatever, because I feel in the end everybody's got the right to make their own decisions, whatever decision it may be, whether it's a good or bad decision. you have the right to do that. It's your life. Yeah, I've always felt very strongly about that. That no matter what you do in life or what you want to do, what you want to achieve, what you want to say, everything is your right to do that. Some people can have opinions, but you can't say that somebody else's decision or somebody else's statement or voice that they put out there is right or is wrong. It is just other people's opinions on your actions and your words. Yeah.
Those noises that I hear in the bush are creepy. The way that this branch is making an arc looks cool. Yeah. It'll be funny if I do, because it will be captured. Like, I'm holding the camera up right now and then suddenly you just see Whew. Okay, this is tricky. Thank you. Thank you. I can't believe that you were born here and I've been living here for 10 years and this is our first time. Your first time as well?
Yes, I've been to, I think it's classified as a conservation area. Is that the right term? I think so.
Yeah.
There's another one close by. I think we drove past it, that we went to often growing up. My dad would take us there on the weekend. We would have a picnic there, but I don't think we ever came to this one.
Okay, so both of us, it's our first time.
Yeah, it feels like magic.
This reminds me of the puzzle that we were building, where I relied so much on the pictures of the ducks to figure out where the pieces go. Cute. By the way, you said that for while you're alive, you'd like to be able to make a difference in some way. That's cool. Ooh,
Big fish.
let's get that. It'll pick up. The fishies. Can kind of see them. Okay. So, you making a difference?
Yeah.
I'm sure I've told you this many times, that you've done that for me. I feel like, if I think about it, it is actually only after I met you that I became the badass version. Which is still quite soft compared to most badass people, but that side only came out of me after I met you, because you showed me what it was like to feel safe and to feel respected. And not that other people haven't done that for me, but I think because I am highly sensitive and very different to everyone else, it felt like I had to suppress that side of me to make everyone else comfortable, but you never made me feel like I needed to do that.
From my point of view, from how I've known you change over the years since we've met, I think I don't like to not think. It's not that I don't think, oh, my impact is, or the difference that I've made is, I don't know how to word it. I don't like to focus on that, but what I do think is the biggest thing that happened is that I didn't do something for you or changed things. Well,
you didn't do it for me, but you made me feel comfortable to do it myself.
Yes, that's what I'm getting to. Like I think what I did for you is allowed you to identify who you really are, what is important for you, and what you would and wouldn't stand for in life, and that in itself helped you grow into all of the things that you mentioned now. It's not that I'm trying to minimize anything that what I did, but I don't think my role in your life is resulted in everything that you mentioned. I think I just lit a little fire underneath you, and you grew into this bonfire.
But that was your purpose in my life. And it doesn't matter how big or small, and I still think it's quite significant. Like, you're trying to describe it as not so significant, but it is, because if I didn't meet you, I would still be living in scarcity and fear and people pleasing. Yeah, so it's a big deal.
Yeah, I just think it's like those domino effect type of thing where I flipped over a small little block, and the rest of the blocks that were bigger and bigger were just the blocks that you had.
Yeah.
Already, so yeah, I mean.
But take credit. Take credit.
I mean, it's just a humble aspect, I guess. I don't like to take credit for big things that happen, because although I might have been the starter for something big that happened, I didn't make all those big changes. You did. So yeah, I mean, and that's totally fine for me. That's part of my, like I said, my purpose, where I feel I want to make a difference. I don't think of this big thing that I'm going to achieve, or something that I'm going to do that's going to result in these huge and massive everlasting changes. I just think those changes need to start with something small. It's like the collective, how people always say a collective mindset, like an idea or a big change in society, the way that they think. Most of the time starts with one person just standing up for something, or voicing their opinions loudly enough so that other people feel confident enough to join them or to agree with them openly. I think that's important. So yeah, so I think all that I really want in life is to make these small changes that could possibly result in significant changes in life, whether it's an idea or whether it's something physical, something.
The form doesn't matter.
Yeah. I think what that all boils down to, because I remember having a similar discussion long ago with, I think, one of my sisters, And I told them that the thing that is important for me is legacy in life. It's not that I'm constantly working towards that, but it's an idea that I really enjoy, to know that once I'm not here anymore, people won't just remember me by the things I said or the events we went to or the memories we have together. It's more something lasting, more something tangible, something that you can see in other people's lives long after you left. I can obviously, the ideal scenario would be like generational changes that last after you are not around.
I'm trying to cut people's heads off.
You're cutting my head
That
off.
sounds wrong. Cutting their heads off. Sorry. Well, I think you are off to a good start already.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shakes hands.
Ow!
My sunglasses. Not a lot of fish, to be honest. The further I